I'm Jimmy with PJG's Jewelry, and today I want to show you some tricks on how to bundle wire. It's really simple, but let's imagine that you've gotten some square wire that you want to form into a bundle to make a particular project. When you cut off a particular length, it's probably going to look about as misshapen as what you see here. So very quickly, how do we deal with that? And it's important that we straighten the wire before we ever try to bundle it. Sometimes you can just use your fingers, but when we have thicker wire such as you see here, it becomes more difficult. Even though I have this gripped with a pair of pliers, I'm going to use some nylon jawed pliers to try and straighten it just a little bit more. And what we had is now what we have here. Once we go ahead and cut these pieces into the appropriate lengths, we may or may not decide to have anything twisted, and I have another video referring to that as well. But just for the sake of brevity, I've already got 5 pieces of 20 gauge square wire that are put together, and I'm trying to make certain that these wires do not overlap or get twisted one upon the other. So in order to do that, I have to tape it, and you can use several different types of tape. Some folks elect to use pinstriping tape, some folks use masking tape, some folks use painter's tape. I prefer to use what is called gaffer's tape. You can use all of these, but gaffer's tape seems to be particularly strong, and it doesn't leave a mark on the wires when you remove it. But my great friend and teacher, Gene Sheridan, has always taught me to use a buddy tab, which means that I simply fold a portion over onto itself so that after I've wrapped it, it's very easy to unwrap. And I always have 3 or 4 pieces of this already wrapped, folded upon itself, and sticking on the side of the table so that if I need something in an emergency, I don't have to worry about getting it and making my buddy tab already. So let's go ahead and make sure these wires are flat. And we'll tape it, making certain that these wires are not crossed or twisted onto one another, such as you see here. If they are, untape it and just redo it all over again. Now I've got another set here, just like the first ones, and I've already marked a couple of marks here. So ultimately we can go ahead and proceed to the next video, which is going to be all about how you can wrap these most effectively. So I want you to just practice, have a good time, and keep on bundling.